मम्मी नंतर खाते. टेस्ट आहे
We
आता.
will start from the aphorism number 31. What is given in the aphorism number 29 and 30? What we have learned yesterday in aphorism number 30 and 29?
Ma'am, Nuzhat here, ma'am. Can I tell about aphorism number 29? Ma'am, camera on करायचा आहे का?
केला तर फारच छान. म्हणजे मला कळेल की you are not looking at in the book. You are giving your answer by your own way.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, let it be. The stick at the time of that oral test, you start your camera.
Okay, ma'am. No problem. Ma'am, in aphorism 29, it is given that every disease is caused by alteration of our vital energy, and every homeopathic cure is, every homeopathic cure alters the natural disease if the potency is selected accordingly. According to the symptom similarity. म्हणजे तुम्ही जे आधी सांगितलेलं ते मी विसरले तो वर्ड.
Here there is a 29 aphorism. Read it and then give the answer.
Ma'am, the natural dynamic manifestation of the disease disappears when it does not exist due to a artificial disease manifestation. Means when we create another artificial manifestation of the disease, the weaker dynamic disappears. And this artificial disease manifestation is also cured, and the patient is free from disease, and hence the dynamic, that is the vital force of the human being, is freed, and the person becomes healthy again. It all depends on its proportions.
That artificial disease?
झालं ma'am.
नहीं. How you are creating that artificial disease?
Ma'am, I can't hear you. Ma'am,
how you are creating this similar and stronger artificial disease?
Ma'am, Ma'am, can I give you an example of that?
Give it.
Ma'am, the first example that of this could be given by the one with the Jupiter, where a person cannot see the.
What you are giving the artificial morbification, right? To create that artificial.
Yes, ma'am.
Strand. That is the answer I want. You are explaining here. Don't explain 26 aphorism. I only want the artificial morbification, that is the medicine which create the stronger disease. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? What is given in the footnote of 29 aphorism? Nobody? Shall I take the names? Priyanka? Pooja? Pooja Shirke? Nobody is here? I am the only participant here and with Nuzhat.
No, ma'am.
Anybody? What is given in the footnote of 29? I ask you to write down the summary of all the aphorisms that we are taking every day. Why you are not writing? Otherwise, this is of no use to take the lectures. What I said previously, write down, right? Aphorism number 1, mission of physician. Aphorism 2, highest ideal of cure. 6, unprejudiced. Like this, you have to write down. Otherwise, it is of no use. You will forget all the things. And we are here to teach you every day because this is completed by Dr. Asre ma'am. This is only the revision for you. Is it right?
Yes.
Then this is the second time. Still you are not in a position to give me the answers. So then the Shinde ma'am will come and she will again teach you. The same scenario will be there. Then what is the use of taking the pains by us? Yesterday only we have completed this.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Hmm.
मैम एफोरिज्म नंबर 30 का फुटनोट है, 29 का फुटनोट नहीं है मैम.
एक मिनट, ये 5th एडिशन का, हाँ 6th एडिशन का, ठीक है.
हाँ
But
मैम 6th एडिशन.
at least give me the answer for 29th aphorism. What is given in that? Only one student is giving the answer. What is given in the aphorism 30? Nobody again. Who will give me the answer? Anjali? Huh. Anjali?
मैम.
Wait, Nuzat.
Yes,
Anjali? Urvi? शिवानी? शिवानी सिंह और जवड़कर, whatever, दो में से कोई भी एक आंसर दे सकता है. Even they are not. हाँ. So in the aphorism number 30, they have mentioned about the artificial morbific forces. If it is of short duration or it may be of the longer duration, it may be the anti-miasmatic medicine, but the modus operandi of that agent is same. It will not altered. They will act on the vital force. They will produce stronger disease, similar disease, and they will cure the disease. It may be of longer duration or it may be of the shorter duration. This is given in the aphorism number 30, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now the aphorism number 31. I think this also we have completed yesterday.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That morbific noxious agent may be psychical, may be physical, but they act on the healthy human being unconditionally. I think we have stopped here, na, yesterday? Unconditionally
Yes.
and conditionally.
Yes, ma'am. On unconditionally and
Yes.
conditionally.
So here there will be a difference. They will ask for 2 marks. Ki how the natural morbific difference between the natural morbification and the artificial morbification, how they are acting, and this aphorism is very important and it should be included in your modus operandi of care. That also I have taught you yesterday. So these inimical forces which they are acting on your mental plane as well as on the physical plane, because we are living on the earth, so we are having the different tensions. It may be the physical or it may be the mental, which in turn causes morbific noxious agents. So the agents may be of 2 types. Do not possess the power of morbidly deranging the health of man unconditionally. So they require some conditions to act on the human body. So for that I have given the example also कि whenever you are reading certain legal documents or the LIC insurance या फिर simple जो schemes रहते हैं where एक second who is here where you are getting the certain gift or the prize, there also the terms and conditions are applied. It is given. Shivani, am I audible or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So when the terms and conditions are applied, that means you will not get that something or that particular thing easily. So here also, these morbific noxious agent will act on the body, on the mental plane with some conditions. Can you give me that condition? If that condition will exist, then only this morbific noxious agent will act. What is that condition? What is that condition?
Ma'am, the morbid condition which affects the vital force.
Which is that?
Disease.
Nee, for that disease, we require one condition. What is that condition?
Ma'am, we require a external stimulus to the for the derangement.
That stimuli require one condition to act on our body. Which is that?
Ma'am, the predisposition of disease.
Yes, correct. And anyone else? What is that predisposition? The name of that predisposition factor is? Yes, you know.
My,
Yesterday I have given the hint for that.
ma'am, diathesis या miasma.
Susceptibility.
Susceptibility.
Correct.
Yes.
Or the immunity,
Yes,
what you called.
ma'am.
If the immunity decreases, they will got the opportunity to act on your body and they will affect your body. So that condition they required. And whenever
Yes,
you are having the certain deficiency, whenever you are having the certain lackings in your body, they will act. Correct? Whenever you are going out or somebody is going out, then the thieves getting the chance to enter into the house and to steal something. Correct? Whenever
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are eating the contaminated food, contaminated water, then the bacteria will get the chance to act on your stomach, to act on your intestine. Whenever you are eating the cold food, if your immunity is low, then you will have the pharyngitis. Or so that susceptibility or the immunity is the factor which they required. So unconditioned, they do not possess the power of morbidly deranging. So how they are deranging the health? Morbidly, that means very badly they are deranging the health of man. Unconditionally, because they require the one condition, that is low susceptibility or the lower immunity. But लेकिन उसके ऊपर what we are having, but we are made ill by them. How many times she is joining, Shivani? But we are made ill by them only when our organism is sufficiently disposed and susceptible. So if your organism, that means the human being, it is sufficiently disposed, that word you are used now, user, disposed means they are prone to. When we are prone to the disease factor, and when we are susceptible to that morbific cause, then only they are able to alter our health. Then only they are able to range and they are able to do some abnormal things in the sensation and functions. Hence, they do not produce the disease in every or nor at that time. So they require the one condition. Otherwise, they will not be able to produce the disease in all the condition, in all the circumstances. Because every time we are facing lot of bacteria and lot of viruses, the water we are drinking, the food we are eating, the air that we are inhaling, it is not free from the bacteria and not the free from the viruses. Though we are taking the water and taking the food with the all precautions, we are boiling the water, we are filtering the water, we are cooking the food properly, but still in the air also, we are not everywhere, we are not using air filters. Air filters are not with us. We are taking the inhalation, we are exhaling. So every time it is not possible to take the purest kind of water, purest kind of food, it is entering our body, but at that moment we are not falling ill. Once in a year or once in a month we are fall ill, correct? We are not falling every month, every day, because we are facing not many of bacteria. Why they are not acting on our body? Because they are not having, they are not getting the chance. When you are giving them the chance to act on the body, by lowering your immunity, by lowering your susceptibility, at that time they will act, they will derange your functions, they will derange your, they will alter your health, and this condition they required, and hence it is said that they are not acting at all the times, they require this condition. So this unconditionally word and not acting all the times, these are the two important words in this aphorism. So what we have learned from this aphorism ki the inimical forces, it may be the partly psychical or partly physical, they require one condition to act on our body. They will deranges our health. They will causes the abnormality in our sensation and functions when they will get the chance. They will not acting on our body at all the time. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, एक second. Now the footnote for the word unconditionally. Have you got the meaning of unconditionally now?
Yes, ma'am.
Which condition is required?
Susceptibility.
Ma'am, weak immunity,
Yes.
susceptibility.
Susceptibility.
Okay. Now you got it. For the footnote, when I call a disease a derangement of man's state of health, now it is very clear for us. What is the derangement? That is the man's state of health is get altered.
Altered.
Yes, I am far from wishing thereby to give a hyperphysical explanation of the internal nature of the disease generally. So he said that now I am very much clear. I have mentioned that the noxious agent, they are acting with condition. Now again and again I will not give the explanation, the internal nature of the disease or any case of disease in particular. So now he is again angry with the allopathic or the old school physician, because every time they are asking why you are accepting the doctrine of vital force, how it is possible that dynamic things are acting on our body on the dynamic level, give us the proof. So every time he said that, पहले भी डॉक्टर हैनेमन ने कहा था कि now I am fed up, I will not give the explanation. Second time also he is giving the same thing. Hyperphysical explanation, I will not, he is using the explanation. He used the word hyperphysical. That means so much, so many times he has given the explanation, but they are not ready to accept that doctrine. It is only intended by this expression to intimate. Now they are intimating that what it can be proved the diseases are not and cannot be there. They are not the mechanical or chemical alterations of the material substance of the body and not dependent on the material morphic substance, but they are merely spirit-like, conceptual, dynamic derangements of the life. So again, he is very much angry. He is shouting on the old school physician, how much time I have to give the explanation regarding the cause of the disease. Why you are not ready to accept this theory? Why you are torturing us? Why you are not accepting the way that we are treating the disease? Again he is angry on them and he is intimating them ki now I have proved that diseases which are caused by the dynamic agency, they are not caused by the mechanical or the chemical alterations of the material body. The chemical alterations or the mechanical disturbances, they are occur only because when your body is giving the chance to act on them. When your immunity is low, then only that chemical alterations will be happen inside your body. So what is this chemical alterations?
Medicines.
No, 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 no. Chemical alteration means the secretion of hormones much more, or the
Oh,
deficiency
yes.
of the certain nutrients, or the fatty degeneration of the liver, or the spleen is not working. So whatever the hormones or the what you say that vitamins or which we require in a small quantity, but they required, though they are present in a small quantity, but because of their absence the body cannot work. For example, you require the certain minerals, you require the certain calcium for the formation of the RBC. In the presence of that factor, the RBC will not form. That you have learned in the physiology, in the formation of RBC, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So that small quantity is necessary, it is essential. If there is some imbalance, that is known as chemical alteration. And mechanical means that is the injury, accidents and all these things. It may leads to the ulcer, it may leads to the gangrene, this may leads to the necrosis and all the things. So all the things will not be happen in your material body. It is totally depend upon the spirit like dynamic derangement of the life. So when you are giving the chance, then only they will act, otherwise they will not act on our body. So all these things are happening. The vital force will derange when your susceptibility is low. That is the one condition which is required. So here also he is intimating the old school physician ki accept this theory. You once accept this theory, follow our path, you will again also know कि bacteria, viruses or all the material things or the material substances, we are not neglecting them, but they are the ultimate cause. The proximate cause is the derangement, and the derangement is happening because of the dynamic causes. And these dynamic causes, don't waste your time, don't waste your money on the dynamic causes. Just treat or just concentrate how to restore your health with the potentized medicine. This is given in the aphorism number 31. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, excuse me.
हाँ.
मैम तेजस्विनी मैसेज कर रही है कि उसका कनेक्ट नहीं हो रहा है और जब हो रहा था तो आपने अलाउ नहीं किया इसलिए वो ये हो गई डिस्कनेक्ट हो गई
Just
वापस.
ask her to rejoin again because nobody is there in the waiting room now.
Okay, ma'am, I'll tell her.
हाँ. Message her to rejoin. Okay. So what is given in the 31 aphorism? These aphorisms are very, very important. Whenever the question is of the modus operandi of cure for 10 marks, from the aphorism number 27 up to the 32, you have to write down. So what is given in the 31?
Ma'am, Nuzhat here. Can I try? Ma'am, in aphorism 31, Dr. Hahnemann has given that if there is a derangement in our susceptibility, if we have a diathesis of a particular disease,
No, no, no,
then
not
only
diathesis.
susceptibility. If the susceptibility is low, then only we can get the disease. Unless and until our susceptibility is low, will not get any disease and our vital force will not be deranged.
Okay, good.
He
And
tells this to the old school physicians who would disapprove of this notion.
yes, so this is given
And
in the
chemical chemical and mechanical derangement जे आहेत ते त्याचा कॉज नाही असू शकत. जेव्हा तिथं डिरेंजमेंट ऑफ व्हायटल फोर्स होईल तेव्हाच ते कॉज होतील.
बरोबर. Now the Pranjali is activated. Okay.
नो मॅम.
No ma'am.
म्हणजे येस मॅम, म्हणजे मला आवाज येत नव्हता मॅम पहिल्यांदा.
हो, मला आला तुझा मेसेज म्हणून मी म्हटलं रिजॉइन कर. शिवानीला पण नव्हता येत आवाज. ओके. Shall I move further for the aphorism number 32?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now in the aphorism number 32, but it is quite otherwise with artificial morbific agents which we term medicines. We know now कि artificial morbific agents. Now here he has given the explanation about this artificial morbific agent, that is the medicine. We have seen one special thing in the 31 that कि natural morbific agent, they require one condition. Now we will see कि what the medicine is required to act on our body. So the natural morbific agent require the low susceptibility. What the medicine is required? Every real medicine, namely means whatever may be your medicine, it should be a potentized. That is the one requirement. They act all the times. What we have seen in the artificial morbific agent, they are not acting at all time. Remember that last line? Just see here. I have given you the two important words from this aphorism. That is unconditionally and nor at all times. Correct? Now in the aphorism number 32, what they are saying? At all the times. This is the difference. Under all circumstances. So unconditionally के opposite ये word है. That is under all circumstances. Getting the things?
Yes, ma'am.
On every living being. Here they use the word every. Previously, he only used the word living human being. This is again the difference. And produces in him its peculiar symptoms. And produces in him, its means whom? Its means किसके बात कर रहे हैं? What is the its is you word is used for? अरे किसके बारे में यहाँ पे दिया है ये एफोरिज्म में? Just read the first line. Read it for me.
Artificial morbific.
Yes. So this its word is used for this artificial morbific agent. And what is that artificial morbific agent? Medicine. So this medicine is acting on all the times, all the circumstances, on every human being. It is acting on you, it is acting on me, it is acting on the patient at all circumstances. It do not require any lower susceptibility. It do not require any time. It do not require any opportunity. It is acting 24/7 on every human being and produces in the human being its means medicinal peculiar symptoms. What that procedure we called? If it is acting on all time, all circumstances on every human being, and when it is producing the peculiar symptom, that procedure we called as
Proving of medicine.
yes, that is a drug proving. And because of this speciality, we can prove the drug on the healthy human beings. Distantly perceptible if the dose is large enough. So here large enough, we are not giving the large doses, but when you are keeping in mind the drug proving, you will understand a large dose, because in the drug proving we are repeating the doses जब तक उसके symptoms नहीं आते. So that may be the large dose. Even we are giving the 3 to 4 doses in a day. कि जब तक वो पेशेंट नहीं बोलता है कि आई एम हैविंग द हेडेक, यानी जब तक उसका फर्स्ट सिम्टम नहीं आता है, और इट मे बी द नोशिया, सो इट माइट बी अ लार्ज डोज रिक्वायर्ड देयर. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस स्पेशलिटी, this medicine is acting unconditionally now. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
But the natural morbific agent, they are acting conditionally. So that evidently every human organism is liable to be affected. Correct? Every organism, if they are taking the potentized medicine in the larger doses, they will show the certain symptoms. That means they are liable for the effect of that medicine, as it were inoculated with the medicinal disease at all times. So they will act on all the times absolutely unconditionally. समझा? वहां पे था they will not act on your body unconditionally. Here what the word they are using? Absolutely unconditionally. As before said, by means, no means of the case with the natural disease. So this is not happening with the natural disease. So what we have learned from this, कि the artificial morbific agents, They are acting on every living human being at all the times, at all the circumstances, and they are acting on every human being. If they are inoculated, when they are giving at all the times, they will act on the body unconditionally, absolutely unconditionally. They do not require any condition as that of the natural disease agents. So this is the basic difference between the natural morbification and the artificial morbification. Natural morbification require one condition. Medicine do not require any condition. Artificial morbification require the particular time and circumstances. They will not be able to act on every human being. On the other hand, the medicine will act all the time under all circumstances on every human being. Artificial morbification do not require any condition. They are acting absolutely unconditionally. Natural morbification, they require the one condition. They do not act on the healthy human being without unconditionally. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Now that meeting will be over, but you are getting the 3 to 4 minute time, correct? So in that time, please write down this difference: artificial morbification and natural morbification.
Natural morbification.
Natural morbification.
Natural and artificial. Ready
Okay.
Yes.
to write down?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone, all the 13 participants,
Yes, ma'am.
are you able to write down? You can take the screenshot of 31 aphorism also. I am showing this.
Okay, ma'am.
You can take the screenshot fast so that you will have a reference. Now this is a 32 aphorism. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So in between that time, 3 to 4 minutes, you can write down the difference between artificial morbification and natural morbification. One by one, you write down. Okay. Now the aphorism number 33. In accordance with this fact, it is undeniably